Hey everybody, how's it going? So this is a common question when it comes to right to repair. What about the warranty? What about the warranty? Lewis, what about the warranty? This is kind of like if you had an issue with your plumbing and I said, what about the lizard? You're like, what? You bring up an issue with your plumbing and how you need to fix the stuff in your sinks so that everything drains properly. And I go, yeah, but what about the lizard? And you look at me strange because the lizard has nothing to do with the plumbing. Same way that the warranty really has nothing to do with right to repair. Actually, nothing. So let's talk about right to repair and what it is that I advocate for. So you bring me a device, it's not charging. I figure out that the charging chip is what's bad. I go to the company that makes the charge chip and I say, I'd like to buy a charge chip. They won't sell it to me. I go to their distributors. They also can't sell it to me because the company that made the device that you brought me, that cost $2,000, told the company that makes the $5 to $12 charging chip, don't make this available to anyone. This has nothing to do with warranty. Or let's say we're talking about a schematic or a diagram or a manual on how to do the repair. You know, the stuff that came inside all of your electronics from the beginning of electricity up until the late 80s, early 90s, that now is not even made available to authorized service centers. Those being made available are being made available for sale to authorized repair centers and unauthorized repair centers and end users alike. That has nothing to do with a warranty. Nothing whatsoever. There's no relationship between right to repair and the warranty. Now, a question we'll often get is that people involved in right to repair want the warranty to still apply to your device even if they fix it. That's what right to repair is about. That's actually a trick question because as it exists right now, it's already the law that I can fix your device, and if you're in warranty, your warranty stands. Let's talk about that a little bit. So there's something called the Magnuson-Moss Warranty Act, and I'll link it down below. What this says, the absolute TLDR, is that if you're the manufacturer and you wish to void the warranty of a device, the burden of proof is on the manufacturer to prove that you, the owner, screwed up to the device and that it wasn't just something that broke. So I'm going to bring up a very basic example of this principle, how it exists right now, even without any right to repair legislation. So let's say you have a MacBook and you bring me this MacBook and I replace the hard drive in the MacBook with an SSD and it works. But then 3 years later, because it's an A1286 from 2011, the graphics chip dies like all of them do. And then you go back to Apple under their extended warranty program and they say, we would love to cover you, but somebody opened this. They changed the hard drive for an SSD, so we're voiding your warranty. That's illegal. That's illegal without a right to repair law. Now, let's say you bring me an iPhone to replace a screen on. And while I am replacing the screen, I put the long screw in the short hole. And because I put the long screw in the short hole, it digs several layers out of the board and destroys all of the traces. And then you bring that phone to Apple for warranty. They can look at the phone and say, okay, it looks like this motherboard has been destroyed. We're not covering you under warranty. That's totally fine. It is Apple's right to refuse the warranty because you broke it. The way I explained everything as it is right now, it would be exactly the same way if right to repair was passed. So right to repair does not affect the warranty on your product at all. Further, what most people think when it comes to how warranty works is not how warranty works. The reality is that there's been virtually no enforcement of this for years and years and years, kind of like Mr. Civiletti marking us present when we would cut his economics class every day in senior year of high school. Just because you were getting away with it doesn't mean it's the right thing to do. And the thing that is important to understand here is that the burden of proof is on the manufacturer to show that what you or the repair shop did destroyed the device. So if you are replacing a battery in your device and you used a metallic screwdriver to pry it out and you bent the two pins, so now the 12-volt line for power now shorted to the 3-volt line for data and they're touching, and you bring it to the manufacturer and they look at it, the manufacturer, before right to repair and after right to repair, can say, you screwed that up. That's on you. We're not covering this. It's totally up to them to do that, and it is their right to do that whether a right to repair bill is passed or not passed. However, if you swap out your hard drive with an SSD and then 2 years later your graphics card dies and you're still within warranty, they don't get to say your graphics card died in 2015 because Lewis changed your hard drive out with an SSD in 2013. The burden of proof is on the manufacturer to do this. Now, why does the manufacturer try to void your warranty if you do anything to the device? Admittedly, at the end of the day, training employees to figure out if you screwed up the device is more difficult than just blanketly denying repair. Having a sticker that goes over the screw that if you mess with the sticker, voids your warranty, is far easier than teaching employees to look for bent pins or burn traces in a microscope or under a magnifying glass. That requires actual skill. And most manufacturers, when dealing with customer-facing employees, they don't want to have to deal with hiring people that have actual skill because that is difficult. And I understand that difficulty as someone that attempts to hire people with skill myself. I often fail at it. It's harder than you think, even if you're willing to pay. However, if we are going to be facing the public, if we are going to be selling products to the public, then it is on us to have people who actually understand how to interface with the public that have a brain. And I get it. You want to have a sticker. You want it to be so easy that someone that is just completely baked out of their mind, like that Department of Consumer Affairs agent I was on the phone with a few months ago, even he could understand if this product is in warranty or not. But unfortunately, that's not how it goes. The burden of proof is on the manufacturer to demonstrate, if they're going to void your warranty, how and why it is voided, and how and why what you did damaged the device. Right to repair is in no way about taking the accountability or the responsibility off you as the device owner or me as the repair shop from screwing it up. If I screw up your device, I don't get to just hand it back to you and say, head back to the manufacturer for warranty. If I screw up your device and it is demonstrable how I screwed it up, not you, then I need to fix it. It's on me to fix it. If you screw up the device, you don't just get to go to Apple and say, fix this pile of screws for me. If you open your device and you screw it up, then the responsibility is on you to fix it. And you can bet your ass that there's lots of people right now that go to the manufacturer when they know they screwed up their device and they try to trick the manufacturer into fixing it for free. This is as old as time and money itself. It is not something that's magically going to start when right to repair comes out. People are always trying to fix their own devices right now. The difference is that they don't have access to the manuals, the guides, the schematics, and the original parts that are required to be able to do a good job unless they go to these shady suppliers or shady Romanian or Russian websites to try and find schematics and diagrams. People are voiding their warranties constantly right now by doing horrible work on a regular basis, but there's also people that are not voiding their warranties because they are doing amazing work on a regular basis. And right to repair legislation is not going to change that. It's kind of like the argument for abstinence, where you say abstinence is the only answer. We're not going to teach you about birth control or anything else. It doesn't work. People are going to try anyway. And if people are going to try that anyway, they're also going to try fixing their devices anyway. The same way that Oreo is going to try and get more food out of Erica, even though he's had over 3 fucking cans today. And no, you're not getting another can. You're about to get diabetes if we feed you anymore. So he does sound cute though. So right to repair is not going to magically cause a bunch of people who would have never opened their device, because that's not the right thing to do, to magically start opening them. It simply means that people who would have opened them are now actually going to open them, but maybe, just maybe, now that they have access to what they need to do it properly, they'll do it properly. Hopefully this kind of clarifies this whole idea that right to repair is about forcing manufacturers to cover devices under warranty after they've been screwed up by a repair shop or an end consumer. That is not the case. That is not something I've advocated for. And warranty behavior and warranty law is not going to be changed in any way by right to repair. That's it for today. And as always, I hope you learned something. I'll see you all in the next video. Bye now.